Hello, and welcome to my TED Talk. That's Chief Geronimo of the Donkehe tribe under the Apache umbrella, also known as me. And this is the story of the U.S. government took my tribe's land and made it their own. For starters, let's look at why the U.S., led at the time by Grover Cleveland, was so adamant about removing us from our land in New Mexico. One reason was that they had just won the Mexican-American War, and as a result, Mexico ceded some land in what's now southwest United States. This territory was originally ours, but once the U.S. stepped in, they intended to keep it at all costs. Their main use for the land was for cultivation. The government wanted farmers to move out of this fertile landscape, cultivate the land, and displace the pre-existing Apache people. They promised my tribe land in Oklahoma under the Little Arkansas Treaty, yet failed to come through on that, but we'll get back to that later. Another reason they wanted our land was to mine the minerals. In Lower California, Arizona, and New Mexico, they stumbled upon some very valuable resources and decided they couldn't share any of that space with us. Now, as you imagine, we were angry. Personally, I wanted revenge. My family had been killed and I craved freedom. We were sick of this treatment. Eventually, after years of fighting with the U.S., we were forced to pack up and move to Oklahoma. We lost our ancestral land and lost a piece of our history. We grew even more frustrated when the government broke their treaty they forced us to accept. When they moved us to Oklahoma, we were promised that the land would be ours and ours alone. Instead, they broke this treaty and allowed white settlers to move in and take over. What was meant to be our reservation didn't even belong to us. Even today, we still have to fight for what little rights have been returned to us. Now, we aren't the only indigenous tribe to have this happen. The Lakota tribe experienced a similar phenomenon after being moved to a reservation under the Treaty of Fort Laramie, where they were appalled to watch the U.S. break it. Unlike us, however, this started the Black Hills War, whereas in our situation, it all occurred after the Apache Wars were well underway and almost entirely complete. After being forcibly removed from our ancestral lands, losing parts of our identity and rights, and watching as the U.S. government did all of this with little remorse, we remain hoping and working towards change. Indigenous people, especially those in the Apache tribe, deserve our land back, or at least some compensation for the actions taken against us. I urge you to take another look at my people and help us make a change and get our land back. Thank you for watching my TED Talk. Meme time.